Today we're going to look at the tools because the tools are very simple. The tools are actually only a pencil and a piece of paper. Now there are many different pencils, I get that, and there's also many different papers. But you will experience what you like best and what you need to get the best results for your drawings. Some paper have a tooth, they call that a tooth. That means that the fibers are a little bit loose, or some, like Bristol, has very firm, smooth surface, and it's more glossy. It's more just firm, smooth. So experience these differences. If people give you a sketchbook or another piece of paper, then you will be able to experience what the difference is. And then also the pencils, we're going to look at the pencils, and those two are going to make your drawing. I love the fact that it barely costs a pair of cents and everybody can be very good at drawing. The industry of the art supplies does not like it very much if I say that, because they're there to make a profit and they want you to buy a bunch of very expensive stuff. You don't have to. And the skill is learned by focusing on the most simple tools there are, because it's about your skill. It's not about the materials. The materials are not going to do it. So let's have a look at the demo for the second day with the tools that you can choose from and how to apply them. Here you have the viewfinder with the inside that I use as a template. And here are the different softness of pencils. It goes from HB to 8B, 8B being the softest. Then there's different brands. You have the Faber-Castell, you have the Staedtler, you have the Blackwing. These are all different kinds of pencils. Just see which one you like best. They all work. And then the paper also, there are different papers, but you need to experience what you like the best. Now we're going to look at different shadows, different ways of making the value. I'm going with the roundness of the apple. If you look at Van Gogh's drawings, he does that a lot too. He goes with the direction in which he sees fit for the subject. You can do that too. These are still parallel lines, but they are like the meridians of a globe, basically. We still have the same apple here. There are 2 or 3 light sources, and I'm using an HB pencil, but later I am going to use a softer pencil. Now I'm going to go over it with parallel lines that are not in the direction of the apple to create value. So you don't have to go into the direction, but it helps. It helps giving the feeling of roundness to the apple. Then close to the apple on the ground, it is very, very dark. Sometimes it is darker than the apple itself. Sometimes the apple has its darkest part on the apple. So look at it very closely to see what is happening in your case. This is all about the tools, how to use the tools. I did put an outline around the shadow part, but very thin. There should not be a strong line on the part that is a shadow. That is really a soft edge, like the inside is darker and has even a softer edge. So don't make that too sharp. The apple itself has a very, very sharp edge. That's the object, that's the subject. Grab different pencils. Try out the 6B if you have it. I know there's even a 12B. I never knew that even exists. Every brand has its own softness that's not really regulated. So you know that if you have a 2B of one brand, doesn't mean the 2B of another brand has the same softness. Don't buy all the brands all at once because it will only confuse you. Here we go, and have fun doing this today. I'll see you tomorrow.